right now. Of course. Okay. We should be live now. after all of that. We got to get a tweet out and everything. But for those of you that are with us now, we appreciate you. Oh god, and my dog's starting to bark downstairs now. Are we up on Twitch? We're working on it. We are up on HotMic, so that's good. That's at least a good start. So yeah, we've got... Man, and after all that, we've got a game featuring Brady Singer and Shane Bieber with none other than Angel Hernandez behind the plate. I'll talk about the Royals offense. Okay, so let me get the batted ball feed up for this game as well. Yeah. Oh, really? The Royals are a Bally Sports, indeed. Okay, now I gotta find the sweet spot here. I don't disagree. Uh-oh, I'm trying to hit the sweet spot here. Right there, perfect. Okay. We are all set. So, originally... Indeed, and originally we had planned to have 4 people on screen. Currently, as you can see, we only have 2. Oh. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, so apparently the masses also cannot hear you, Callie. And I really don't know why. No, you're not muted. I hear you. It's got to be something on my end. Indeed. I forget he's a switch hitter. I was watching him hit from the right side the other day because Daniel Lynch was pitching. Okay, we're going to add an entirely new NDI source. This...
People, this is what happens when you're live and in living color.
Gonna mute the one that exists. And we're also gonna make it... Oh, now it's got different dimensions for you.
Oh my gosh. And we still haven't gotten a tweet out about our stream.
We still have not gotten a tweet out, indeed. Brady Singer pitches a clean first, though.
Good stuff to see.
Yeah, if anything, this could be quite a quick game because we got two solid starting pitchers on the mound, hypothetically. Okay, there we go.
Royals defense isn't that bad either,
Uh, yeah, I thought so, and then I read today that apparently they have the worst infield defense in baseball so far.
isn't it? All right.
So take that for what it is. I don't know what will happen to Nicky Lopez when Mondesi comes back, but Lopez was a great defensive second baseman last year, and Mondesi is a great defensive shortstop.
How much shortstop?
I don't know. Let me look, actually. I would assume that Nicky Lopez would have to have been a pretty bad defensive shortstop for the Royals to be the worst team in baseball so far. So we're gonna look. We're gonna look at just straight up outs above average, and I would assume that Nicky Lopez needs to be qualified, because he's been playing pretty much every day. Well, he's no Eugenio Suarez, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been -3 OAA at shortstop this year.
Last I saw, it was like -9. So can people finally hear me?
I don't know. Oh, yes, it looks like people can hear you.
Yay! Man, look at those batting averages for the Royals lineup.
I missed them.
I think you got more averages starting with a 1 than you do a 2.
Well, that sounds about right. Oh. Okay, we'll take an error to start the game. Who's that at first for Cleveland? I thought they had Yu Chang playing there most of the time, but I don't know.
I thought Neil Race was playing there.
I am not sure. Yeah, tough play for J Ram.
No. Yeah. I confused Formula Race and Carlos Santana.
Oh, it's Bowers.
Santana's
it's Bowers
on
over
the Royals.
That makes sense.
Oh. The best Bauer in baseball.
No comment. So, Benintendi's been interesting, actually. He's been
noted former
I
Arkansas
don't know
Razorback
what the hell
Andrew
that
Benintendi. Got scared of the ball halfway into his bunt.
Apparently.
Man, if your 2-hole hitter is bunting, that
says a lot about the Royals.
Small ball, baby.
Well, and especially Benintendi,
man.
who is actually capable of drawing walks. Not that Shane Bieber's gonna walk too many.
You're like the only one in the lineup.
Yeah, actually,
aside from Santana.
that was kind of the big thing with getting them both is wow, the Royals will be able to take walks this year. Not even again, just at all.
Yeah. When was the last time they had someone who had a decent walk rate? Mike
Moustakas? His was phenomenal. I don't remember what it was, honestly, but it was 2013, legitimately. This, I think I saw a tweet that this will be the first time the Royals have someone that gets 100 walks in a season since 2013.
Jeez. Any other interesting games going on around the league this day?
Is a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm. Two teams not being super competitive in their division so far.
They both would have hoped. Yeah.
Should be.
Quite a bit of notable baseball already had happened today too. I mean, obviously the John Means no hitter
Yeah, John
plus
Means.
the White Sox Reds game, whatever that was.
I did not see
Oh
the
well,
White
that would
Sox
be the
Reds game.
instance where Liam Hendricks was the runner on second base
Oh
because Tony La
yeah,
Russa did not
let's forgot he
yeah
could
did not
switch.
know the
I
no
thought that was from
that was
last
early.
night.
It was an early game today, and yeah. So I don't I don't know why we're hitting Carlos Santana third. Um, to be
I mean, he's like
of
the
what you want
exact
in a three
opposite
hitter.
of
Yeah.
who you want hitting.
No, it should be Perez.
And I shouldn't. If anything, he should be hitting like
Yeah. In a
second.
perfect world, I don't have any qualms with Merrifield hitting leadoff. I think Benintendi could be a better leadoff hitter if Benintendi hits, his potential. But I think
Yeah.
I do think the Royals kind of have the archetypal hitters that would fit into your hypothetical ideal lineup. So you could very easily put together.
I mean, my ideal lineup is
I mean,
nine Mike
obviously,
Trouts.
but your leadoff guy,
Yeah.
you want someone that will get on base and is pretty quick, and so that could be either of Merrifield or Benintendi. If you have more faith in Merrifield, I'm fine with having Merrifield there. Second hitter can draw walks and hit for power. That's probably Santana. Third hitter should be
Yeah.
a guy that doesn't necessarily draw walks, but that can hit for power, drive in runs. Salvador Perez is like almost the perfect hitter for that role. Yeah.
That to a T.
Um, Fourth, then you have either Soler or who's left of Santana or Benintendi that didn't hit second. And same thing goes for fifth. So say you have Soler fourth, then you hit Benintendi fifth. And that's like, you're kind of nailing the 1 through 5 there. There's no reason to me.
Yeah. And I mean, that's
Not at all.
not
No,
bad
there's no
one
reason
through
to me
five.
that shouldn't be the 1 through 5 on a nightly basis.
No reason that 1 through 5
I would
can't
think
be a
so,
playoff
yeah.
team.
And I mean, there's still some solid bats below that too. If all goes well, Mondesi is volatile, but he could certainly. I mean, he certainly has the potential to be very solid hitter, effective. Yeah.
Effective.
A very good 6 hitter.
Yeah.
For sure. Hunter Dozier has power. I mean, he's shown that he's not necessarily over sustained stretches, but he can have success offensively.
Yeah. I get Hunter Dozier and Whit Merrifield
I kinda
mixed up
see
a lot
that.
for some reason. Going back to my 9 Mike Trouts joke, how feasible would that lineup be over a full season and defensively? He is very athletic. I think for sure you have at least all the outfield spots and third base locked. And you're
Yeah,
at
and
least
I mean he could
comfortable
do
with
fine
that.
at first base too. I
Okay.
mean, I think the biggest deal there, and the biggest deal with pretty much any non-catcher, if you say we're gonna have a team of, well, so are we saying one Mike Trout is a DH, and then you get normal pitchers? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
assuming, I think the biggest problem with Trout then, and with any position player that's not a catcher,
It's the size.
is, well, no, anyone that's not a catcher, you say put him behind the plate, you're gonna lose a ton of framing value.
Well, yeah, but
Jeez.
if Mike Trout spent his entire career as a catcher, I don't think he would be very successful with it just due to his size. Not only is he 6'3", but he's very
Yeah.
thickly built.
I mean, you want you six
I think there would
a six
absolutely be
a 6'3" and thickly built
mobility.
catcher just struck out
think-
there.
Yeah. But I just mean, there would you have to have some mobility concerns with that.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and I think that would be the biggest thing is I think the lack of framing, you would lose framing, and that would be the biggest thing. Which honestly, given all that 9 Mike Trouts in your lineup, first of all, is unfathomable. Um,
Yeah,
and it would more than make up for that.
Mike Trout might have the framing ability of Ryan Domit and still be able
Yeah.
to post a positive WAR.
Well, and I wonder too if playing each given position would take a toll on him in some respect. Playing catcher, like
Yeah.
catcher Mike Trout would probably wear down pretty quickly.
Yeah. Only might get a
Yeah.
140 WRC plus.
Yeah.
Actually, if he's only staying in the on one knee thing, I think he could be passable. I don't think he would be good by any means, but what I'm worried about is getting down into a crouching position and blocking balls.
Yeah, yeah. And I honestly, I was a catcher, but I was never a catcher at a super serious level. Like when I finally, my one season of travel baseball, I got moved off of catcher because all the coaches'
Yeah.
kids were catchers. So
Yeah.
I don't know too much about, that aspect of it, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, second base he'd be fine enough.
Yeah.
And so really it'd be and shortstop and catcher, I think would be the two. And
Trout's fast, but I don't think he would have like the requisite lateral quickness for a
yeah, I would agree.
shortstop. And of course, there's always the issue of footwork as well as lateral quickness. But I think he would play up due to his arm, sort of like Carlos Correa.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I don't know how good his arm is actually. But and the other thing is, how are we taking like Mike Trout right now? Because I think that right, exactly.
He's
There's
30.
already concerns about Trout needing to move to a corner outfield spot within a few years' time. So I don't know. Center field. The irony of that being his natural position.
He's never been an defensive center fielder.
He was pretty good, I thought, earlier in his career.
Yeah, but he was never on the level of like Byron Buxton.
Fair. No, that's definitely true.
That's what I really mean by it.
It's hard to be, he can't do everything.
But like Byron Buxton, Harrison, Bader, Victor Robles, those are the elite defensive center fielders that you would ideally want your center fielder to be.
Yeah.
At least defense-wise, obviously.
Singer is really trying to go for the inside corner here. And it worked, I guess.
His secret has arm side run, doesn't it? And at that velocity, it should be a very, very good pitch to run inside.
Yeah, and he likes painting with it too. I don't know if he has huge swing and miss stuff, but he definitely, you'll see him.
They showed that he has the highest called, or the second highest called strike rate in the majors.
Yeah, and you'll see. I know Alex Fast tweets the CSW percentage leaderboards every day, and Singer is up there pretty much every start because he can nail those called strikes pretty consistently. Yeah, he's looked real good this year. I think I was definitely thinking that calling him up last year was pretty aggressive, and I definitely had some concerns with that. And he's come out this year and been just absolutely great.
Were there any concerns about whether he would be able to start long term due to his limited arsenal?
Not that I saw. He was. I mean, I didn't follow his development super closely. It was I always saw it as more of a people following their entire 2018 draft class because it's like, wow, they came away with, you know, four legitimate college pitchers here. Um, but no, I don't think there were huge concerns about his arsenal. Um, and he was even a guy that a lot of people thought would be taken higher than he was too. You know, it was kind of like the Royals took him at 18, I think, and it was like he fell into their laps, you know? It's like there's nobody else they would really want to take at that point with him available.
How
He was
old is
taken
he?
out of college, so let me check. Bunch of fly ball outs. I don't love that for the outlook of the entire game, but Singer is 24.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, not crazy young. He was drafted at 21 years old, so excuse me.
I mean, that's what the average pitcher makes their debut at age 26 or 27 is what I read.
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense.
What was the Royals 2018 draft class?
Brady Singer. After him, they took Jackson Kowar, and then Daniel Lynch, and then Chris Bubich.
Ah, I was waiting for a Bubich.
Yeah, and 3 of those guys have already made the majors, and they took some others that are looking pretty legit too. I don't remember who.
When
else.
was Witt taken?
Witt was 2nd overall in 2019.
All right.
And yeah, and part of that 2018 draft class was that the Royals, I mean, Kowar and Lynch, I think, were both taken in the compensation round after the first round, and those were the compensation picks for Lorenzo Cain and Eric Hosmer.
Bubich is only 23 himself. Oh.
Yeah, no, none of them are that old. I mean, obviously they were all drafted within the last 3 years.
Yeah, it's interesting what the Royals are doing, stocking up on college arms and then stocking up on pitchers in the draft and then targeting position players in free agency.
Yeah.
Of course, they did sign Mike Minor this offseason, of course.
Yeah.
So you can't really. It's not just cut and dry pitchers in the draft.
No, for sure.
Position players. But it's something that I think is interesting, targeting, you know, one or the other in the draft and then just going in on free agency for the other position you didn't necessarily target. That really interests me because early on in the draft it was seen as common knowledge to not take pitchers with such a high draft pick because they have such a high chance of not working out, either having to move to the bullpen or ending up not making the majors at all due to this injury or whatever, or not developing velocity as they age and grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's no, they certainly didn't have a super young pitching staff, but Arrieta's only like 33 or 34 now. Never mind, he is 35. He's 35, so he was over 30, you're right. Yeah, so Arrieta was over 30, Hendricks was under 30. I'm trying to think of who else was even in that rotation. Lackey obviously was like 37. Lester was also over 30. And I am blanking on the last one. Because Arrieta, Hendricks, and Lester were the 3 that got Cy Young votes. Oh, this is not a good look here. That I can't remember the full rotation on the 2016 Cubs. It was Jason Hamill. Okay, never mind. I don't feel that badly about not remembering that.
A's legend, yeah. Jason Hamill. I know the Indians. It was. I'm pretty sure Dan Otero was, or not. Dan Otero. Why did I say Dan Otero? It was Bauer.
Kluber. I don't know if Clevenger had debuted yet.
Don't think it was Clevenger.
No, yeah, you're right. He was. He debuted in 2017.
No, not Seville.
Carrasco,
Carrasco.
yeah.
That's who I was thinking of. And then it was someone else, someone who wasn't, who ended up not being a starter long term.
I don't think Cody Allen was a starter at that point. I think he was their closer. They had Andrew Miller, obviously. They got him at the deadline.
Yeah.
Bieber hadn't debuted yet. Josh Tomlin.
Josh Tomlin.
Yeah.
Josh Tomlin
Oh, and Danny Salazar. That's a pull.
Yeah. I think it was Salazar.
Oh, I didn't even realize I was behind the broadcast.
Wait, Salazar is a career starter. Never
Tomlin.
mind.
Tomlin
I
is
moved
the
to the
one
bullpen or something.
You were thinking.
Yeah. Because he became a lefty
I
specialist, didn't he?
Oh.
No, he's a righty for some reason. Why did I think he was a lefty?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Well, and it's interesting too because that 2017 Cleveland team was probably even better. And just, kind of got steamrolled by the Astros.
Yeah. More specifically, Didi Gregorius. Because of the Grand Slam.
I'm totally blanking.
Didn't Didi hit a big Grand Slam in 2017 against
well, he wouldn't
Cleveland?
have been on the Astros, but I don't know. Was it oh, swinging a drive, Hunter Dozier.
I'm behind. I'm still on Soler.
Put up that boom sauce graphic. Oh, and I got to change the
Yeah.
inning too. We're bottom second now. All right. So we got our first run. 106.9 exit velocity.
Might be one of the.
Yeah, you got to get hold of that ball. I mean, you can't go. You can't go deep in center field in Kauffman without giving it a ride.
Yeah, looks like Bieber just hung a breaking ball. Who's playing center field for the Indians today?
I am not sure. Oh, Ryan O'Hearn in for a base hit.
So you're obviously both a Cubs and
Yeah.
a Royals fan. Which team do you think was better, the 2006 Cubs or the 2015
Cubs?
Royals?
Oh, that's hardly a question at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. Like the only thing the Royals might have been better than the Cubs
Yeah,
was
definitely,
bullpen.
absolutely. And that was how they won their games, obviously. But no, and those Cubs, it's crazy how much they fell off, really, because they.
Like they had very
Right,
little turnover.
and that Cubs team was very, very good. I mean, like they were.
I mean, didn't Bryant win MVP
Yep.
at what, age 25?
And they got 103 wins, obviously.
Rizzo, or not Rizzo, Baez hadn't even debuted
Yes,
yet.
he had.
No, Baez was playing second base back then.
Right,
wasn't he?
because they had Dirtbag playing
They
shortstop.
had Addison Russell. Yeah.
Contreras was also a late debut that year. I mean, he wasn't the starting catcher that year by any means.
Rizzo.
Yep. Obviously.
What about
Schwarber was hurt the whole year.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, because of his knee. Yeah. Well, really,
Oh, yeah.
really undid the Cubs was their inability to get any more pitching.
I don't know if I don't remember if pitching was
Period.
really the issue. I mean, 2017 they lost in the NLCS. 2017 was almost as good a year as 2016, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yeah.
I don't know that
yeah.
they won. I don't remember how many
But,
games
like,
they actually won in 2017. Oh, they only won 92. So yeah, and I mean obviously,
Arrieta never got back to the form he
no,
had in
Arrieta
2016.
2015 to 2016 he held over pretty well, and then 2017 he definitely fell off. So that was a pretty big loss.
Their bullpen situation got worse because no Chapman.
Also true. Um,
People criticize.
but I mean, no.
The,
2017 the Cubs had Wade Davis, and he was still pretty good Wade Davis at that point.
Looking back at it, people criticize the Cubs for making the Chapman trade.
Oh no!
But really,
in hindsight, a phenomenal trade, in my opinion.
Well, not only because of the World Series ring, but really, I mean, Gleyber Torres could move to second, but you got top prospect Nico Horner, potentially moving there.
Wait,
Who else was
what?
in that trade?
The Cubs drafted Nico Horner in 2018.
Well, yeah, I mean, like right now.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like it's not gonna hurt them.
No,
super long
definitely
term,
not. Well, and I mean,
having Torres. Who else was in that trade?
I think a pitcher that has not made the majors. If I'm right, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, okay. I have not been super on top of chat, but Peyton, yes, all of the coaches' kids were catchers. So that didn't go particularly well for me, and I didn't even get to play first base either because they were also first basemen. That was the year I learned how to play the outfield.
Look at this guy over here with no positional versatility. Whereas I have played every position in a game in my high school career because I'm.
Well, I did. I mean, that season I played catcher. I was the pitcher that went into the game when the other pitchers got shelled. I played some first base, but not a lot. I don't know what Nicky Lopez is staring at or looking for on that pitch. Anyway, I played some first base, I played some second, and then I got most outfield positions. I think shortstop was the only one I never got. Which makes sense because I was like 6 foot and big, and we had others that made more sense as shortstops anyway. Oh, did they rule Merrifield's first inning? They ruled that a hit?
Oh.
No, the box score is showing 1 error for Cleveland. So I don't know why the Royals broadcast is saying Merrifield's 1-for-1. So is MLB TV. Wait, what was the error then? Maybe they said he advanced to second on the error.
Oh, okay.
Matthew wants a Kyle Finnegan immaculate inning shout out. Sure. Cool. Good for him.
Kyle Finnegan, he was in the Ace system in like 2019.
Well,
not 2020.
No, that'd be Brandon Finnegan.
Oh.
Brandon Finnegan, who was drafted in 2014 by the Royals and then debuted that same year for the Royals. And then he was traded for Johnny Cueto in 2015. Least enthusiastic shout out? Yeah, because I'm really not that excited about the Washington Nationals, Matthew. So Singer has definitely gotten through his 2 innings much more cleanly than Bieber is working so far.
Well, obviously, he hasn't given up a run.
I totally missed the run being scored. Oh, no, it was the homer. Never mind.
Yeah.
But, even independent, if, it's not like Bieber was like home run and then everyone else is getting mowed down.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. O'Hearn, who else?
Michael A. Taylor, the GOAT.
Yeah.
Um,
They should trade for him just so they can
okay,
have one other
Matthew, I
Matt.
take exception to like 3 things in the message you sent. You are favorite player. Chris Bryant is not my favorite player, and he will never be a Washington National.
Who is your favorite player?
Oh, that's a tough
Rudy?
strike three call. Salvador Perez.
Oh wow. I thought you were a man of taste.
However, I will say,
Hey, Perez is not the most obnoxious catcher that plays for. Perez is not the most obnoxious past their prime catcher that plays for a Midwest team. I'll give him that.
you're right. Yasmani Grandal is really just, you know. Um, I will say in hindsight, though, that I vastly underappreciated Lorenzo Cain while we still had him.
Lorenzo Kane noted we're not as good of a defender in outfield as Chad.
What a
Pinder.
terrible take.
Look
I
at
will.
the
They'll tell me you're
numbers.
so wrong.
Who has the higher outfield career UZR 150?
Boo using UZR 150. Also, I don't know about looking at career numbers when Pinder's like 27 and Kane is like 34.
Pinder's 29.
Exactly, so he's in his prime. Kane is 35.
You know, I wouldn't really think age is the real concern when you're comparing career numbers between
Well,
the two.
but Kane's had his decline to pull his career numbers down.
Well, also he has the much larger sample size, like tenfold of the innings Pinder has. Pinder, he has like 1,500 career innings in the outfield. Is this still going to be a 3-man booth? Is Mick still not here?
No,
Two-man
Mick's
booth?
not showing up. It is just the two of us.
And how much longer until will Diego ever be here, or is he?
We're thinking Diego is not going to show up either. We're also thinking he might not go the full game.
Yeah, I might have to leave to eat dinner.
Lorenzo Cain noted stole a gold glove from Victor Robles. I mean, I would say you shouldn't care about gold gloves, but I was very ecstatic for Cain to finally get one.
Who was blocking him from winning a gold glove when he
Kevin
was
Kiermaier
in Kansas City? Oh, alright,
Yep.
that's fair, yeah.
Many years.
I mean, you can't really complain about that.
I suppose not, but...
Kevin Kiermaier might honestly be... his prime, that might honestly be the best prime of any.
You think so?
Center fielder.
I mean, neither of us were alive to watch Andrew Jones, but I would assume that that's up there.
You weren't born before.
Well, I mean, yes, I was
2004?
alive to watch Andrew Jones, but I never actually consciously was like.
You weren't alive to.
Yes,
you weren't old enough to appreciate it. Yeah, I forgot about Andrew Jones.
Yeah, I think he's up there. I'm trying to think of who else. It's difficult to compare far enough back to like Willie Mays.
I was about to say Mickey Mantle, but he actually was just an average center fielder due to his knees. Yeah, Willie Mays. Who else?
Was Griffey a very good defender?
I mean, he won a few gold gloves. Obviously, the highlights.
Yes, so did Derek Jeter. So, let's not. Oh yeah, Griffey had a couple of really good defensive seasons, and then a lot of really bad defensive seasons.
Well, I mean, it's a similar thing to Jeter, where he got hurt, so his defensive capabilities
Oh,
or
absolutely.
significantly diminished.
But I mean,
Plus, he was playing. Plus, he was playing center field next to what? Andrew Jones in Cincinnati. Andrew
Adam
Jones,
Dunn.
Adam Dunn.
Yeah. Literally every NL center fielder noted stole. What? I'm Peyton. You lost me a little bit with that one. Griffey. Oh, UZR 150 did not exist until Griffey sucked in the outfield. So cannot really use that. But Griffey's career UZR 150, because it only came into play in 2002, his career UZR 150 is negative 25.2.
Oh, oh my god.
That's gotta be a pretty good stat, actually, like a trivia thing.
Yeah. This vaccine is really
Yeah,
starting to
you getting
kick
hit
my
by
ass
it?
now.
Okay, well, if that's the
Yeah.
case, then we're not.
Man, when did Austin Hedges grow out the flow?
Good question.
Speaking of Andrew Hedges, how's Cal Quantrill doing? I wrote an article about him, and then he got immediately traded to Cleveland after I wrote it.
Tough play there. Royals certainly do not excel at third base defense. I think that's Dozier over there, yeah.
So we got back-to-back not great plays by third baseman
Indeed,
this game.
yeah.
Isn't Dozier primary
He plays
first baseman?
some first base. I think he is technically a primary third baseman. Yeah, that's a bad play. The league worst infield defense, demonstrating its prowess.
Who? What qualified center fielder has the worst UZR 150?
Let's see if I can come up with that.
Like where I got the shot, it somehow it feels like it's both burning and like it's really cold.
That's always a good time. Yeah, boo injuries, boo for Griffey. I agree. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know if I can pull up like advanced defensive leaderboards.
I mean, just
Yeah,
have
I'm
you
on
tried
Fangraphs.
Fangraphs? It should be up there near hitting, pitching, and whatever.
Oh, fielding. Yep. Yeah, advanced fielding. We're looking at center fielders. You're talking this year, right?
You might have to. Well, not this year all the
okay.
time. You might have to narrow down the range to when UZR 150 was first created, because you might get a bunch of blanks.
Well, currently the worst UZR 150 among center fielders this year is. You want to take a guess? No.
Ramon Laureano?
No, he's at 5.6.
Yeah! He's finally not terrible.
Was it just the arm that was good in the past? I thought he was pretty good all around.
The issue was he had trouble going back.
Yeah.
On pitch. Yeah. And so he adjusted by, if you check Baseball Savant, it shows that in 2020 and so on, he started further back than how he was in 2019, and
cool.
now he's
yeah,
a lot
that's
better
good stuff.
I'm gonna take a swing and say
no,
Michael A.
Taylor's second best, and this slander will not be tolerated.
Luis Robert. I just thought that maybe.
No, it's not like it's not like an oddball small sample thing. I don't think this actually seems to be pretty representative.
I can't really think of any bad center
I wouldn't think of
right
this
now.
guy as a center fielder, but he's been playing center field most of the time, it looks like. Excuse me.
Who is it?
No.
The Yankees.
Not on the Yankees. It is Kike Hernandez. Yeah.
Oh, all right,
Yeah.
I get it. I see it.
Sec.
Guess you're
Yeah.
really missing JBJ
Second worst, by the way, Dylan Carlson.
now.
Oh, did Singer just get out of the third? Did I miss that? Yeah, he did.
um, yeah, got a pop up or
All right, I'll take
fly
it.
out.
2 strikeouts through 3 innings, so he's not blowing him away, but 3 clean innings.
You know who has been blowing away the opposition recently?
Who's that?
Motherfucking Cole Irvin. Let me get the numbers.
Cole Irvin. Who's he play for even? Oh, okay. I figured.
Yes.
Or I guess I should have figured.
Prior to this season, he was a reliever
okay.
for the Phillies. I'll
Okay.
get there, I promise.
Are you good with cutting this short after the third? All
Yeah,
right.
I gotta go.
So
get dinner.
that's gonna be our plan then. Is after the conclusion of the third inning, we will go ahead and end this stream for the night. So I'm watching the Royals broadcast right now, and they're showing this. They show this on every home game broadcast. The Buck O'Neill legacy seat, and I have to say I haven't watched every game, but for a seat that's intended to honor the legacy of a black player and an important black figure in Kansas City, it feels like the people they choose to sit in this seat are overwhelmingly white. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's Kansas
Yeah.
City. You don't
So
have
like I
much of a
can't speak to
choice.
who their applicant pool is and who's making the selections, but like I feel like there's a disconnect there.
I couldn't find the stats, but he has like 27 strikeouts in his last 26 innings, and he tops out at 93.
The Cubs are calling right now to acquire as
For
many
what?
righties that top out as 93 as they can.
Oh yeah.
They already have a whole rotation full of them.
Is Hendricks fixed after he's gotten
He
shelled recently?
went the full. I mean, yesterday in the first leg of the doubleheader, he went the full 7 and allowed 1 home run. That was the only run. So looked pretty good yesterday.
All right, I'll get you some
Okay.
Cole Irvin stats.
We're
All right, in his career prior to this year, 509 FIP. This year,
okay.
5.
They've got something wrong on this
297.
graphic right now because they just showed that Shane Bieber is 6-0, and they also said that he led MLB in wins. And I know for a fact that Yu Darvish had 8 wins last year. So either they're
Maybe. They meant
yeah,
AL.
either their number is wrong or they're making a bad claim.
All right, so Irvin's career CR prior to this season, 487. This year, 362.
Okay. Andrew Benintendi double, baby. He's a machine.
Yeah. And finally, let's just look at K minus walk rate. Prior to this year, it was 10.3%. This year, 20.1%.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, they've really found a diamond
No
so
kidding.
far. Went 8 strong innings last night, only allowing 1 run against the Blue Jays.
9-game hitting streak for Andrew Benintendi. The haters are truly cowering.
Don't let him get hot.
Don't let him get hot.
As a wise man once said, don't let him get hot. You going to any baseball games soon?
Yes, this Friday, actually.
All right. I'm going to an A's game on the 8th.
Nice, nice.
It'll be my first baseball game as a fan since the 2019 wild card
Okay.
game.
Yeah, I haven't been to one since 2019. That's cool that you were at the wild card game.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, yeah. The Oakland A's and the wild card game don't seem to mix too well, huh?
Hey, but a wild card series, that's when we
Yeah,
do okay.
clearly. I'm trying to think. Mine would have been like late 2019. I would assume. But yeah, no. Hopefully this Friday, Cubs are hosting the Pirates, which probably means they're gonna get crushed because nothing makes sense when the Cubs play the Pirates. And then hopefully also a week after that, the Royals are visiting the White Sox. So hopefully I'll get a game or two in there as well.
Be sure to try and cook as much of Laz's butt as possible.
Hey, maybe Laz will be at one of those games. I'll have to see.
Yeah. DD at
No
the
kidding.
park.
And then
Wait, Atlanta has a losing
they do.
record?
Yeah, it's been a rough go for the Braves so far.
I was really looking forward to their rotation this year.
I know, and it's been pretty disappointing, honestly, how it's played out with Soroka's comeback getting.
I mean, Charlie Morton's doing
Yeah,
good.
Morton's doing well, but Smiley is not. Freed's hurt, and Soroka's return has been pushed back and pushed back. Oh man.
I keep getting Fried and Soroka
You know,
confused.
and this could be, it probably is partially because Shane Bieber is nasty, but he has made Carlos Santana look uncharacteristically bad on some swinging strikes tonight.
Yeah. Looking like me when I first started playing high school baseball.
Matthew's got a question for the hosts. We are patiently awaiting.
Oh boy.
Do you think you could strike out Victor Robles, and how many pitches would it take?
I'm saying no more than 8, but probably at least 6.
I'd strike him out in one pitch, I think.
I only say 6, at least 6, because I'm gonna throw a few balls to try and tease out some swings.
Sounds like the consensus is yes, Matthew. Ooh, 109.4 on that Salvi single. You know, you never.
Did it score?
It did not. No, Benintendi held up at third because it was he pulled it to left, so the throw would have been. You know, it's. If it were
Right
Marcelo
there.
Zuna out there, it might have scored Benintendi. We'll say that, but
Yeah. Or Clint Frazier.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, you never love to see player getting Tommy John surgery, but I think it did wonders for Salvi's knees.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jorge Soler does
Speaking
a
of Tom-
2021 Jorge Soler and grounds into a double play to end the inning. So, that will
be
that will
all
mark
for
the
us.
conclusion of our short-lived broadcast tonight. I think we only had Peyton and Matthew watching, so thanks thanks for hanging
Yeah.
out with us for a bit, guys.
Oh man, this was a mess.
Uh,
Wait, Robbie Ray has a 2.78 ERA.
good for Robbie Ray. Man, and that Jorge
Wow.
Soler single was hit at 110.7, so it actually was the epitome of 2021 Jorge Soler.
Hit the ball in the air,
No
man.
kidding. All right. Well,
Remember when he led the AL in home runs?
vividly, yes. I now am forced to think back on that fondly and imagine a time where he might be capable of doing that again. So yeah, that'll conclude our short-lived broadcast for tonight.
I'm gonna go eat and then probably pass out because of this COVID vaccine.
Yeah, hope you're feeling better, Callie. And
Yeah.
we're still not sure about whether we'll have a Sunday night watch party this week, but we'll see everyone when we see you.
Bye.